Until FCU starting lineups. Jim Leahy courtside tonight, along with Chris McLaughlin. Good to have the old team back. And we are underway. Worsley, there's Van Tilburg. That's returned. Ball is hit over by it. Zarkovich doesn't waste any time.
Notice that Joe Worsley went right away to Stein Van Tilburg to get him involved. Last night it took him 2.5 sets before he got his first kill.
Worsley to serve. That ball hit over by the big guy. That's Ross at 6'10", out of Frankfort, Illinois.
When a UOP transfer played really well last night. Came in and hit 6 kills, 9 attempts, hit 667 last night. Hawaii could not stop him.
Hodges serving. Worsley with a very short set that worked to mold.
Nick Moll, a very good beach player from Sand, Norway. Also is adjusted to hitting out of the middle and hitting with one eye. Here's an eye injury.
Yeah, but here's a question. Zarkovich is serving. The ball is popped up. And it's hit over hard off of Worsley. And you can credit number 11, David Parker, and Parker will be heard from. He's from Norway. Beach player from Norway.
Yeah.
How long is the season in Norway?
I think a week and a half.
It's about that way, yes.
But they're long days. They last all day. They play for like 12 hours.
Good chase by Worsley. Back set. That ball is hit over by Van Tilburg, and it is long.
Oh, Van Tilburg got a perfect set there. Worsley popped a good one to him right where he wanted it. Only one blocker up, and I think Stein's eyes just got too big for that with almost a wide open net.
Serving is Ross. Worsley, one-hand set ball pushed over, and that will be returned. They battle at the net. There's Worsley. Sets up Zarkovich. Van Tilburg. That's in the air by Shakar Thordy. And that ball finally comes over and down, and that's a point for Irvine.
It was a set that many fans thought was a double contact. Instead, it was not. And Michael Saeda puts it down.
Michael Saeda will also be heard from tonight. There's an overpass, and the ball is tapped down by Parker.
Parker was a little bit overeager, though. He hit it before it crossed the plane of the net.
Oh, yes.
Point Hawaii. Hawaii got lucky there.
By the way, up on the pedestal is Ray Mink. Dixon Chun is on the floor. And the linesmen are Kevin Chun and Bert Kaysen. Serving his Mold. It's in the air by Hodges. Hit over by Agopian. That ball goes off Worsley. So that's another point for Irvine. Irvine leads 4-3. Just underway. Just settling in.
It looked like Agopian might have come in contact with the net there. No call.
Saeda serving. Worsley. Ball is hit over, that time by Frank. Triple block. And let's see.
Goes off the block into the antenna.
In the antenna, you're right. Triple block was up and the ball went awry into the pin.
There's the net cam.
There it is.
Off the Warrior block. Smart play by David Parker, who, by the way, came into the season as a libero because all the injuries Irvine's had. He's become an outside hitter and a pretty good one.
Big hit by Van Tilburg. So Steiner really blisters that ball. And Irvine leads by 2, 6-4. Serving will be Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg is the freshman out of the Netherlands. Hodges with the nice return. Fay is there, double-handed over by Zarkovich. Advantage now for Irvine. That ball is hit, and a good play by Kanitake. Comes back, and then coming right back down the middle was Zarkovich.
Well, it was a sweet set from Joe Worsley. he really faked out the UCI block that time. He could have gone about 3 different ways. Finally chose the big set out of the middle.
Von Tilburg serving. Saved by Parker. Ball goes to the middle to Frank, and Frank cleans it up. That ball was escaping to somewhere, and Frank says, no, I'll take care of you. And he did. 3 ties so far in the first set. We are tied at 6. Serving will be Van Tilburg. Gets it over. There's Hodges. Waiting is Chakraborty. That ball comes over, and that is Agopian. Check that.
Saeda.
Saeda and Agopian, they patrol in the middle.
Saeda likes that line, but that time he turned it back. Called a wrist away shot.
Parker serving. Ball is hit over by Fay. Parker chasing. And that ball will be way out. That's a point for Hawaii. But it's Fay. So Kupono Fay will serve. He had 9 kills last night. But he hit only 0.42. That ball is hit over Agopian. There was Agopian in the middle.
Agopian so effective out of the middle. The leading kill percentage player in the conference, hitting a mighty .396 for the year.
Agopian serving. They feed outside to Zarkovic, and Zarkovic hit it into the double block. Hodges was there along with Ross. It's a formidable double block for the Anteaters.
Yeah, Hodges had 3 blocks that last night. Picks up another there. They're going to pay a lot of attention to Siki Zarkovic for sure. He'll see 2 blockers all night long.
Agopian served long. Point for Hawaii. Irvine leading 9-7, just underway in the first set. Going back to serve for Hawaii is Nainoa Frank from Kaneohe out of Kalaheo High School, 6'5" freshman. That ball hit over by Hodges, and that goes off Frank. Hodges almost returns the favor.
Hodges has been on the bench a lot this year, but all of a sudden they've been playing him more as of late. He's actually a natural opposite attacker. They've asked him to move over to the left because they've had so many injuries, and he did an amazing job. 17 kills last night, hit .696. Pretty amazing.
Worsley tried to dump shot, doesn't work because right there is Hoffman. They go to Hodges, and Hodges is able to rip it to the floor.
Hodges also an accomplished beach player out of Australia. Actually played on their national team this last summer. So he's played at the highest level.
11 serving 8. Worsley sets up Von Tilburg, and Von Tilburg just, I mean, you talk about a ball that changes characteristics. I don't think it was round when it left his hand. That went off Hoffman.
This is very reminiscent of Stein Von Tilburg's first weekend as a Rainbow Warrior when he was just ripping the ball. Has flattened off a little bit since then, but now he's picking it up again.
Worsley with an ace. Worsley had 4 kills last night, 44 assists.
And he tied for the dig lead with Colby Kanatake. They each had 9 digs, so big night for Joe Worsley.
Worsley serving, dug up by Hodges. Chakraborty gets that ball across court, and that went to Saeda. And Saeda, who has extremely long arms. And when he serves, he's not serving now, serving is Hodges. When he serves, he uses one of his arms as a kind of an aiming tool. That ball hit over by Zarkovic. Zarkovic hits that off Saeda, and also it went off for Ross.
Interesting, I think one of the things to watch tonight is Siki having hit 50 balls last night, Saeda hitting 46 balls. See if those 2 people have to carry such a big load tonight.
They said it's out on the serve by Zarkovic. So that makes it 12-11 Irvine in the first set.
A lot of the fans sitting on that line thought that ball was good.
Here's Ross serving. Lally pops it over. Hawaii looking for the advantage. They go to Tilburg. That's through the double block, but right there was Chakraborty. And they say that there is a point for Irvine.
That set wasn't where Chakraborty wanted it, but Saeda did a brilliant job of coming up and just slapping away, hitting some high hands and getting a pinky or two.
Saeda credited with the kill. Worsley goes to Tilburg. He tries to go cross court and just gets it inside the line. Excellent play that time. Frank comes back into the front row along with Fay. And also Von Tilburg for Hawaii.
With one blocker up only, Von Tilburg certainly chose the right angle.
Mole serves. That's an ace. And it's 14-13. This is the way it was almost all last night for 2.5 hours. Serving this Mole. Kind of takes something off. There's Hoffman. And hitting the ball over and down is Agopian on the short set by Chakraborty. So timeout, 15-13. Irvine. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to tonight's match.
Well, for Irvine, their key is 30 by 30. Those are the dimensions by which Irvine has to serve the ball into. And last night they did not have a whole lot of success. 19 service errors last night. They've got to do better than that tonight. Hawaii only had 8 service errors, and for Hawaii, it's an adjustment night. And I think that Siki might be used as a little more of a decoy tonight, and so other players are going to have to step up in adjusting to that.
One of those players, Von Tilburg already with 3 kills. Zarkovic with 3 kills. Serving is Saeda. Gets it in left-handed. Fay is there. Worsley. Ball is hit over by Frank. Hoffman on the retrieve. They go cross-court. Saeda gets it over. Worsley with the save. Ball is hit by Fay. In the air, it goes. Parker. And Parker getting it back. Hits it down the line for the point.
Great dig by Dylan Hoffman, the 6'1" junior libero out of San Clemente. Just popped up Capoto's Fay like Capoto Fay's hit like it was nothing. Number 3 in the MPSF in digs. That's how good Dylan Hoffman is. David Parker completed the play.
Saeda serving. Tilburg. And Hoffman was there at his knees trying to make the play, but didn't get enough loft after the contact. And that is a point. 16 for Irvine, 14 for Hawaii in the first set. Crowd still coming in.
Irvine hitting for a huge number, 13 kills, 1 error, hitting .667 right now.
Von Tilburg gets that ball down in the front of Agopian. Just on the line.
Actually, I think it might hit Saeda on the foot. Let's take a look, see if Saeda gets hit here. He's in the back row, and he gets hit right there on the shin, trying to get out of the way.
Von Tilburg serving again. Hodges. Chakraborty gets it over, and the ball is hit again by Tilburg. Saeda. Hawaii will return it. Von Tilburg. That ball comes off. On that line across. That ball came off Saeda.
What a difference a day makes for Stein Van Tilburg. There's a pop-up by Siki Zarkovic.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Order Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
We resume tied at 16 in the first set. Serving will be Von Tilburg. Into the net. So the first service error by Hawaii in this match. 17-16 Irvine. Parker serving. Worsley down the middle comes Zarkovic, and Zarkovic gets it to the floor.
Siki Zarkovic picking up right where he left off last night. Getting lots of sets and lots of kills.
Career high 25 kills, 50 swings. For 2.5 hours he worked. Fay serving. Hodges. Chakraborty. That ball comes over by Hodges on the cross-court serve by Chakraborty.
Hodges also picking up where he left off last night. 3 kills now, no errors. Hitting 1,000.
Serving is Agopian. Dump shot. Worsley. Worsley was very successful last night in dump shots.
He was. And that was a pretty gutsy dump shot there. You see his parents, Roger and Christine, looking on, flying in from California. But that was a gutsy dump shot because he was looking eyeball to eyeball against the 6'10" Marty Ross, and Ross chose not to go up and block the dump shot.
7 ties so far in this first set. Serving will be Brett Rosenmeyer just into the game. Rosenmeyer serves. Chakraborty goes cross-court. Hodges. Hodges hits off the block, went off Franciscovich and out. So that's another point. 19-18 Irvine leading. Worsley comes back in as the setter. Also, Kanetake as the libero for Hawaii.
Both teams playing some pretty good offense. Irvine hitting .667 right now. Hawaii hitting .460. Those are some pretty good numbers.
Tucker Pikula serving. Kanetake, Worsley. Von Tilburg hits it off the double block and it goes out. Good, strong hit by Von Tilburg. That went off of Saeda.
Well, Hawaii's offense already is considerably different than last night. When Stein sort of went quiet the first couple of games, they had to rely all on Zarkovic. Now, the offense being split up a little differently.
Serving is Worsley. Hoffman. Chakraborty. That ball comes over by Hodges.
Well, Hodges is uncanny about his high arm swing. He just seems to hit over whatever block is put up. That's 5 kills now, no errors for Hodges. Last night, I believe he only had 1 or 2 errors.
20 serving 19. Worsley to Zarkovic. Zarkovic, what he did was cozy up to the net that time, coming down the line, and Worsley got the set to it. Perfect play.
Good communication there between the two, the freshman and the senior.
Here we go. Hold it tight. Hold it tight.
And we're tied again. Tied at 20. Zarkovic serving. Hodges. Chakraborty. That ball is hit by Saeda. That'll be returned. And it's Zarkovic in the air by Hoffman. That ball is hit over by Parker. Right there is Zarkovic. They go cross court. And the ball is hit down by Von Tillman. Brother Von Tilburg.
Boy, some great defense in that rally. Dylan Hoffman popped up a great one. Here's the end, which is Von Tilburg slicing it right between the blocker's arms.
Second lead change in this first set. 21-20 Hawaii. Serving to Zarkovic off the tape. Hoffman is there. Chakraborty. And the ball is hit down by number 13. That's Ross. 6-11. 10 ties now in this first set.
Marty Ross continues his winning ways at the net. 6 kills, no errors last night. Tonight, Ross, 2 kills, no errors. He's pretty much been an error-free attacker in 2 nights.
We are tied at 21 as you look at Ross. He's Bunyan-esque. Tis he not? Kyle Russell will come into the game. Russell will take his place in the front row, serving.
Russell, 6'9", senior.
Ross serves. Worsley goes outside. The ball is hit by Fay. Sparse population defensively that time by Irvine. Hawaii took advantage of it. 22-21. Crucial points here in the first set. Serving will be Mole. Serves it long.
Mo was trying to aim for Kyle Russell that time and just caught a spatch hit, they call it.
Okay, watch the range finder that Saeda has here. He will fold his arms in front of his head, and then he will reach that arm out right there, like he's aiming. He says it works for him. It does. That ball comes over by us. And I think that it caused some damage. That ball is hit. Then Tilburg comes over and says, hey, sorry, huh? Yeah, but...
There's something about that seat, because that happened to Kanoa last night. The
yes,
same thing.
it is. I'm glad you're insured. I'm glad you're insured.
So, Kanoa, if you're happen to be watching, Dad just got his coffee spilled all over his boards, his shirt, his leg.
That's why I wear shorts. Jack Fact, the Jack Fact. Thomas Hodge for UC Irvine had 17 kills, 50 total kills in 63 previous sets at UCI. And Ziki Zarkovic of Hawaii, 25 kills, 1,200 total kills in 374 previous sets at the University of Hawaii. There you show the difference.
Hodges, the transfer from UOP, having a terrific night. And there's a shot of our play-by-play king.
Von Tilburg on his moped will put a little announcer sticker. So those things happen. You get close to the court, those things are bound to happen. But we go on. We go on.
Luckily, University of Hawaii supplies us with endless amounts of towels to clean up, right?
Yes, they do.
As many as you want. I think you've gone through at least 2 now. Let's go get a third one if you have to. So back to the game. Irvine snuck into the lead, 23-22. Crucial part of this first set coming up. There's Van Tilburg. Here he comes into your lap, Jim, right there. Boom!
Oh, yeah.
Coffee, computer.
Parts of a computer.
Knocked the water bottle over.
But we forge on. Saeda to serve, 23 serving 22. Big serve right here. Fay. And it's an overpass. The ball is put down by Agopian. And it's 24-22. And things are not looking well for the home team. Timeout is called by the coach. And so Charlie Wade has to say, you know, it was just a matter of inches. We were right there. Now, all of a sudden, we have our backs to the wall in the first set. Hawaii leads this series 31-21 over Irvine. As you look at the Aston Resorts Series record, last meeting was last night. And there you see the 9 score in the 5th set for Irvine. Irvine seemed to have the momentum going into that 5th set, but Hawaii said, no, not here, not now. It went 2.5 hours. I'd like to say welcome back to Stephen Tsai, one of the great writers, great sports writers here in the city of Honolulu. Quintuple heart procedure. And then he is back for the first time tonight in the arena covering this match. And there he is. Stephen Tsai. He's one of the great ones. He really is.
I think he just got back from Pro Day on the mainly covers some football. Some of the Hawaii football
Pro Day,
players
yeah.
trying for. You think he's trying to show off his scar there with the unbutton? What do you think? One button unbuttoned there?
I have no comment. I have no comment. But as he said to me, they started very high on my body.
Credit Irvine for coming back here down 23-22, and they've scored 22-21. They scored 3 straight. Now they're looking at game ball.
Saeda will serve. 24. Serving 22. Hawaii has to play perfectly here. That is a bad serve that time. Goes out, and it's 24-23.
Both teams have played so well offensively. Irvine hitting .667. Only one hitting error all night long so far. Hawaii only 2 hitting errors. They're hitting .500.
On Tilburg, lollipops it. There's Hodges. The ball finally goes to Agopian, and he hits that ball off of Sike in the back row for the 25th point. So 25-23. Set 1 goes to Irvine.
Big Island Candies, the perfect place to find the perfect gift. Visit them at their flagship store in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or online at BigIslandCandies.com to see their amazing selection, including delicious chocolate-dipped shortbreads.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Stan Sheriff Center. First set goes to the Anteaters of UC Irvine, 25-23. So we'll see how Hawaii has to adjust and come back and even up this match.
I saw a picture of Mark Pescio there, the former UH great. People were making fun of, oh, it's not fair. He hasn't aged at all. There he is. Well, how about his career numbers? Number 2 in kills all time. Number 5 in kill average. Number 4 in kill attempts. Number 9 in service aces. Number 9 in service ace average. Number 6 in solo blocks. He just is all over the UH record books. Loves this place. Very proud to be a Rainbow Warrior alum.
And he is.
Sure.
He
Got here
is.
3 days early, in fact.
Yeah, he came in.
Skipped the East Coast trip.
He came in and he looked at me last night and he goes, "Hey, you're still here."
It's like the old days. There you go. Only you were sweating a lot more in those days, and so was I. Remember, we were in the sauna.
Oh,
What was it turned to, by the way?
it was always turned to sauna.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the only temperature reading it had. Sauna. That was Clum. Clum was a benefit to low bidding. You know, the government agents that built that during or just right after the war. That was amazing. It was an amazing place. It's still there. When you walk in there, all the memories flood.
Yeah.
They flood in. Worsley will serve. Goes outside, and there again is Saeda. Saeda really is becoming a pest.
That was actually, it's Kyle Russell. He just put him into the game. He's going to be playing for Parker, I think. Big change in the lineup there. When Kyle Russell comes in, he's 6'9", about 250. And I think he's taking the place of David Parker.
And Tilburg tries to hit it, hits it off the block, hits it off Saeda. And that ball goes out. So we are tied at 1.
David Parker is 6'1" and $150, maybe $175 maybe. So a significant physical change for the Anteaters right now.
Chakraborty on the short set gets it to Russell. Russell pounds it.
Russell again, Fab 50 in high school All-American, played in the USA Junior National Team. And averages 3.2 kills, leads the team in kills per set.
Saeda serving again. Dug up by Kanitake. The ball is hit over by Fay, but he kind of intimidated, I think, by a rushing block in front of him, and he hit it just wide. And it's 3-1 in favor of Irvine. Saeda ready to serve again. Sarkovic, Worsley, Sarkovic, the ball in the air, overpass, Mole gets it down for Hawaii. Hawaii needs some points here. They've got to stay close. I mean, that's the first rule. You've got to stay close.
Especially in rally scoring, you just can't have too much separation at any time. Tough to come back.
Mole to serve. Serves it just out. Hodges took a chance. He was in the back row. Decided, no, let it go. He was right.
In the first set, Hawaii had 3 aces, 3 errors. Irvine 0 aces, 2 errors.
Here's Kyle Russell serving. 4 serving 2 in the second set. Irvine leads 1 set to none. Sarkovic overpass. Ball is hit back by Hoffman. Sarkovic is there with the save. Fay gets it across. Chakraborty. Outside it goes to Hodges. In the air by Worsley. Kanitaki. And the ball is hit by Van Tilburg. And it goes off the block. So a point for Hawaii. They really had to work for that. It's almost like a tennis match.
Yeah, what a night Stein Van Tilburg's having so far. 9 kills. Huge difference from last night where I think he got his first kill in the middle of the third set.
Van Tilburg serves into the net. Second service error. For Hawaii, it is 5-3 Irvine in the second set. Irvine leads, if you just joined us, 1-9. Serving is Agopian. Agopian hits it long. So Fay will go back to serve. Just off the tape, but there is Ross. Hawaii will return it. Ball is hit by Sarkovic. That ball goes off Saeda, and you hate to say it, but Saeda's got to walk around getting his bearings now because that ball just nailed it.
This is a Chester right. Almost knocked Saeda over. Saeda's a big boy, 6'7". It says 6'5" in the roster, but I think he's 6'7".
Chakraborty, and that serve went to Agopian coming up from the back row. So it is.
Boy, what a difference Kyle Russell's making right now. He's coming in and making his presence felt already. Hardly played last night, only as a serving specialist last night.
Chakraborty with a little lollipop. Hawaii reacts to it, and Van Tilburg puts it down. Sometimes you wonder, why are they serving soft? Why are they serving maybe positioning and things like that? But the other team seems to just, wow, they devour the ball. Chakraborty waits, goes outside, and right there is Saeda. And Saeda puts it up and down. So it is 7-6 Irvine. Teeter-totters back into the lead. Hodges will go back to serve now for the Anteaters. Hawaii needs to tie this match up in the second set. Worsley, and getting the ball down getting the ball down that time was Moe.
Great set from Worsley this time. Keeping the middles involved. Henrik Moe going hard in the middle. Keeping their middle blockers honest.
Serving is Worsley. The ball is hit over by I'll get it. Saeda. But then they started to come back, and it's now 8-7 Irvine. So Ross will serve. Just over the net. Sarkovic hits it off the block, goes out.
Sarkovic facing a huge block there. Got 6'9" Kyle Russell.
5 ties so far in the second set.
And the 6'7" Agopian, and he just finds a way to tool it off their hands.
Sarkovic serves. Ball goes outside. That ball is hit high after the big boomer by Russell. The ball goes out, and that is a point for Irvine, 9-8.
Kyle Russell on the year hits .224 right now. He's got 5 kills, hitting .833.
Saeda to serve. Kanitake, Worsley. And that ball goes right into the double block. Right there at the double block was Chakraborty.
Well, Dante does a nice job of posting that block on the outside, going all the way out to the antenna. I think he knows that Capono Fane likes to hit that line.
10-8, Irvine leads by 2. They get to double digits in the second set. Saeda serves. And that's an ace.
Picks up his 40th ace of the year. Leads the team.
11-8 Irvine. Irvine getting separation at a very crucial moment here in the second. Starting to impose themselves. Kanetake, Worsley. Ball is hit by Siki. Ball comes back over. Hoffman. Little patty cake at the net, waiting for it. Kanetake. Bump sets. And Von Tilburg hits the antenna. So it's a timeout called by Hawaii. They need one. They are now down by 4 points in the second set. Michael Saeda getting the set and the position that he wants. That goes off Kanetake, and that's an ace. Let's check out the first Hawaiian Bank top three MPSF individual service aces. Micah Ma'a of UCLA, Dietmar Kauchev of CSUN, and right there, that gentleman, Michael Saeda of UC Irvine. Faye. They go cross court, and the ball is hit off the block that time. A good, solid hit by Von Tilburg.
The sign of a good setter is to have a good feel for who's hot that night. Last night, Worsley felt like Siki had it going. Tonight, he feels like Von Tilburg's got it going, and he's giving them lots of sets.
Dump by Chakraborty will be returned. There's Hoffman. Ball is hit by Saeda. Good elbow save by Mole in the back row, all to no avail. Ball comes up, and it's blocked right back down. 13 points now for Irvine. We have 12-10. So the scoreboard is a couple different scoreboards. One has 14-8 or 9, not 14-9, and our computers are 12-10.
The computers, I think, are a little bit behind. I think the score on the scoreboard is the accurate one, 14-9.
Serving is Russell. Ball is hit over. And a little touch by Agorpian. And that ball comes down and is off Van Tilburg. So Hawaii really having their troubles in this second set. Well, if you look around and you take a scale and you weigh it and you finally come out with the right score. The right score is 15-9 in favor of the Anteaters. Santa Clara leading Hawaii in baseball 2-0. That's over at Les Murakami Stadium. Serving is Russell. That ball hit over nicely by Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg with a tough angle that time. Was right up against the antenna and found some room.
Van Tilburg sees the one blocker up and he chooses to go cross court. The right choice. Again, 12 kills, an even dozen for Stein Van Tilburg.
Van Tilburg serves, dug up by Russell. That ball is hit over. Hawaii struggling with it. Finally hitting the ball over is Faye. Good ad-libbing that time. The ball traveled across the court.
That was as good a rat-a-tat-tat play as we've seen in a while. Great hands by Kanoa Frank and then Joe Worsley. There's Frank touching once, touching the second time. And look at the quick set by Worsley. An alert swing by Kupono Faye.
11 serving 15. Dug up by Hoffman. Chakraborty. The ball is hit over by Russell. Hit back. And Hodges hits it into the Hawaii block. Got part of the take.
A rare error from Thomas Hodges, his first one of the night. He's been hitting .714 up until now.
And Irvine calls a timeout. Hawaii showing some life here, 15-12. They now trail by 3. At one point here in this second set, the Anteaters went out to a 7-1 run.
Take a look at Stein Van Tilburg. He's got a dozen kills. He's getting them from all over the place. Hitting down the line there when he's in the front row. Coming out of the back row, he goes cross court. Again, hitting down the line when he's hitting out of the back row. There he gets an ace when he hits Saeda in the shin. So Stein Van Tilburg, after a very quiet night last night, only 6 kills, and most of them came in the last part of the 4th set, the beginning of the 5th set. When he came alive, it was a tough night for him all night, and Siki picked up the slack by getting his 25 kills. Tonight they're sort of reversing roles, and Stein is picking up most of the kills. He's got a dozen, as we said, hitting 526 on 19 swings. Hawaii hitting 316 this set. Irvine hitting 353.
Let's go to Ryan.
Hey, thanks, guys. Well, Hawaii coaching staff working hard to see if they can make the adjustments that UCI has made with the addition of Russell in the lineup, specifically talking to their blockers about their positioning. Watch for Hawaii to do some switch blocking coming out of this timeout and moving Kaponofe along the net, trying to hide Joel Worsley along the front line. Back to you guys.
Well, he sees a lot of things, doesn't he?
It's an interesting concept. It's done a lot in youth volleyball. If you have a really small center, you want to hide him. You want to have the other team try to guess, where that small blocker is. So you do what's called switch blocking. You move that small blocker all over the place and keep the other team guessing. So we'll see if Worsley, he would normally go to the right to block. So we'll see where he goes now.
Well, Hawaii trying to play catch up, and I know Frank has come in to the front row for Hawaii. Serving is Van Tilburg.
Worsley went to the left. They switched him.
And that ball is hit over by Russell, appearing in midair out of the back row.
Wow. I'm not sure any block could have stopped that. That was a great swing by Kyle Russell. 6'9", 250. All muscle, just hammers. Experienced senior.
Tucker Piccolo will be the setter. Second time that he's been in this match setting. In the air by Sarkovic, chased down by Worsley. And that ball is hit over and down by Fay.
Pretty good bump set by Worsley, chasing down the errant pass. Again, Hawaii hanging on. The last thing they want to do is go into the locker room down 0-2. So they're battling hard, find a way to win this second set.
Fay serving, 13 serving 16. In the air by Hodges, chased down by Chakraborty. And ball is hit over by Hodges. Hodges and Chakraborty, I think they signed a contract in the dark because they seem to know where each other is, no matter where.
Thomas Hodges, what a story. Him coming out of Melbourne, Australia, only 6'4". Made all MPS a couple of years ago when he was playing for UOP and the all-freshman MPSF team.
Chakraborty serving. Worsley. Ball is hit over by Van Tilburg, and that is in. Went off, had some contact right at the tape. So Nainoa Frank will go back to serve for Hawaii. 17-14. They still trail by 3 in the second set. They trail in this match by 1 set to none. Chakraborty goes outside, and that ball is hit by the left-hander, Saeda. It's another kill for Saeda.
Saeda yet to make an error. His 6th kill in 12 tries, hitting 500.
18 serving 14. Serving is Hodges. Outside, a little kind of a hook hit that time by Zakovic, and it works.
Yeah, the set wasn't exactly where Siki wanted it, so he found a way to manufacture a new shot. A little, almost like a little beach roll shot.
Come on, Ty. Good hit.
15 serving 18. Worsley serving. There's Hoffman. Chakraborty. He goes outside. The ball is blocked back after the hit by Russell. Russell tries it again. Goes off the block, up at the net, and then out. So that is another point for Russell. Russell has come in and he's been the game changer. He's been the difference maker.
He really has been. He's got some fresh legs and a fresh arm. Didn't play much last night. Didn't play all that much on the road when they traveled back east. But boy, he looks good right now.
19 serving, 15 serving is Ross. Kanetake, Worsley. And that ball hit over by Maul. I'm always, every time I come, and Kanoa does most of the matches, but every time I come and I sit and I watch a match, and there's Maul there, and I say, no. Late in this match, he will take off his glasses, and it will be Superman personified. Sarkovic serving, chased down by Chakraborty. They get tangled up, 4 hits.
Kyle Russell makes his first error after 11 swings. His first error. 7 kills.
Sarkovic to serve again. Russell, Chakraborty waiting, overpass, and there is Fay. Fay knocks it back down. Fay with an opportunistic hit that time. And Hawaii has come back 19-18. So Hawaii just refuses to let this second set slip away. Let's take a look at Russell and what he has done in this match.
Well, he's got 7 kills. He's doing it from all over the place. Mostly on the left. We see those 2 swings there. He's also gotten an ace with a bomber right there down the line. And he's hitting out the back real quick. And just as you said, Jim, a game changer.
Yes.
At 6'9", 250, he's a physical presence. With all due respect to David Parker, who's been playing well, but Parker at 6'1", not as much of a presence at the net physically. But Parker actually played really well last night, had good numbers. 14 kills, 7 errors, and 30 tries. Hit 230. When you put Kyle Russell, there's a chance you're going to get a guy who might hit 545 like he's doing right now.
Russell is a problem for Hawaii. And the longer this match goes, the bigger a problem he has become because Hawaii has not been able to solve it. But credit the home team here because they have come back and they have cozied up. Just when it appeared that the Anteaters were pulling away and had attained their separation. And it was only a matter of time. Here come the Bows. And they trail now by only 1.
Irvine still out hitting Hawaii 353 to 316. And a better side-out percentage at 75% to Hawaii's 60%. But Hawaii's been doing a pretty good job of, from behind the service line, putting Irvine's passers in a little bit of trouble.
Gilbert for Hawaii with 13 kills now. Serving will be Zarkovic. These are crucial points here in the second set. Russell. And right there is Saeda. Saeda appeared not to really be challenged. Hawaii getting the defense there late. 20-18. And now Hawaii trails by 2.
Saeda found the seam in the block and put it down, not with a lot of velocity, but good placement.
Saeda serving, dug up by Kanetake, but he shanks it, and now Hawaii is down by 3. This is not good. Hawaii comes all the way back to a 1-point deficit, and all of a sudden, they backslide.
Trying away with 1 timeout. I think he's going to use it right here.
So, it is interesting, tis it not, that Irvine adds another ingredient into their offense and into their defense in the name of Russell. And he is the kind of player that can really come on and have the fans say, who is this guy?
Well, you got to remember that Irvine was 19-3 last year. They won the regular season, and they're returning 3 starters. And so that's why they were picked by the coaches to finish second this year. And then all of a sudden the injuries started showing up. And it was just one right after another, including one of their best player, Tamir Hershko, who plays on the Israeli national team. And then Saeda got hurt, and Applevok got hurt. And Dominguez got hurt. Then Hoffman got hurt. And Kubi got... It was just like one after another. And pretty soon they had Liberos playing on the outside. Saeda's played like 5 different positions this year. And so it's almost like it's the lineup of the day that David Niffman happens to choose. And believe it or not, if he chooses the right one on a given night, they can beat anybody in the league. They went to UCLA, who's really good. UCLA beat Long Beach State, who was here and beat Hawaii, a month ago and whipped up on Hawaii.
And tonight,
they beat Hawaii, beat Long Beach State in 3
tonight. Yes,
at the Pyramid.
Yeah,
a tough place to win. So this league is a very tough league, and Irvine's got such history that you never know. They won 4 out of the last 9 national championships. So it's a program that's storied. These are proud players who have not enjoyed losing 16 times this year. They're not used to that at all.
21 serving 18. Saeda will serve. Rangefinder arms. But he does not get it in. Maybe he has to change his routine. 21-19. Hawaii trailing by 2. They cannot make mistakes. They've got to play perfectly. Brett Rosenmeyer comes into the game to serve for Hawaii.
The good news for Irvine is that's only their 4th error of the night. Last night they had 19 service errors, so they're doing a better job of keeping that ball in play.
Rosenmeyer gets it over the tape and down for an ace. Fortuitous, is it not?
It's so hard to be a serving specialist. You go to the bench, you sit around, you wait till your number's called, you somehow try to stay engaged in the game and stay warm. One of the most difficult positions to play, along with middle blocker. I think it's one of the most difficult positions to play in the game.
So Hawaii now has scrambled back, and they trail by 1. Rosenmeyer will serve again. Chakraborty goes up close to the net. He doesn't want that to happen again. Gets it in. Hodges. Chakraborty. Outside. The ball is off the block. That'll be returned. Right there with Zarkovic. Ball is pushed over. That time by Fay. Comes back and goes out. It went off Hoffman. And the ball just had enough to get off the court. 6 ties now in this second set. And credit the Bows. They are back from a deficit that looked very challenging. And we start again at 21. Hawaii with 3 straight points. Is that in? That is not. It is out. So Rosenmeyer comes on, gives impetus, and then the Bows trail now by 1. 22 serving 21. And serving is Russell.
Irvine's led by as many as 6 in this set. Now they're scrambling to try to win it.
Russell serves, and that is an ace. That ball went over and died in front of Zarkovic.
Russell's got 31 aces on the year now. He's their 2nd leading acer. So Hawaii having to go back-to-back, going up against Saeda, and then going up against Russell.
Russell getting ready to serve 23-21 Irvine. Irvine winning the first set. Russell gets it in, dug up. That ball pushed over and down. And you can, that time, credit Frank, I know, in the right place at the right time.
Worsley had to go up high, too. A couple of guys that got on elevators. Luckily, they got on the same elevator, went to the same floor.
Von Tilburg will serve. 22 serving 23. Gets it in. And that ball hit over. That time by Hodges. Hawaii will respond. Von Tilburg. That's in the air. Hodges again. And that's blocked by Fay. Good solo block by Fay. And here they are again. Tied at 23. Hawaii, the team that just won't go away.
Thomas Hodges has been the toughest guy to block on Irvine's team over these last 2 nights. Capone Fay coming up with a huge block solo.
Von Tilburg hits it long. They cannot hold that consistency. And now it is set point for Irvine. And serving for Irvine is Agopian. Agopian serves it into the net. Service error. And they stub their toe at the victory line.
So here's an interesting thing. The rotation right now is the two big bombers for UCI are both in the back row. Russell and Saeda. In the front row, they've got the setter, Marty Ross, and Hodges. Let's see what happens here.
Fay serves. Chakraborty gets it, and that goal goes over by Ross. Chakraborty again, Ross again, rat-a-tats around, and they battle at the net, and double hit is called. A double hit is called on Hawaii. That does not sit well with the home team.
Van Tilburg got real emotional there and argued, and he can't go up and talk to the referee. Only the floor captain can talk to the referee.
Therefore, he's given a yellow card.
Here's the double hit called on Van Tilburg. He thinks it's clean and is not happy with Ray Mink's call.
Minks did not call that right away. So it is 25-24 in favor of Irvine. Again, it is set point. Chakraborty will serve. There is some discussion going on at the scoring table. Not enough is said about those people that keep score.
Tedious job.
That's terrific what they do. Chakraborty. Lally pops it over. Ball is hit. And that's down by Siki.
Gets a touch on the block. All tied up again. Again, Saeda on the left right now. Marty Ross hitting out of the middle, and Hodges on the right. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Chakraborty set Kyle Russell coming out of the back row.
9 kills now for Zarkovic. This a blew right before the server, Colton Cole. So Cole will go back and he will serve it again. He does. That's out. That is out. So it's 26-25. And again, Irvine will try to win this set. This is a third set point.
So these two teams serving are stuck between a rock and a hard place. They want to serve tough enough to make the other team work on offense, but not so soft that it's going to be an easy offensive play.
The two Paul Bunyans are in the front row now for Irvine.
It'll be Saeda and Russell. And Marty Ross at 6'10".
6'10".
Not so small either.
Parker serves. The ball is shanked, saved, and getting the ball over is Fay. They'll go outside to Russell. Trying to save it was Kanetake, but he couldn't do it. And the second set goes in the win column for Irvine. And Hawaii now has been pushed back into a deep, dark corner. Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match stats.
I think the numbers that jump out right away are the kill percentage and the blocks. Like Lisa Strand-Ma, I'm really surprised Hawaii's only got one block. They got to get that up. Irvine with only 2 blocks. That's not so good either. You know why? The kill percentages are so high. If you'd asked me before the game, you know, if Hawaii's going to be hitting 500, they usually hit 288. We're going to be hitting 500. They'd be up 2 sets to none, but they're playing against a team who normally hits 249, and Irvine's actually hitting 517. And so that's why they're down 2 sets to none. It's an offensive show. It's crazy.
It is, but when you have a player that you have not seen or did see very briefly, I think he served a couple of times, and that's Russell.
Right.
Last night it went 2.5 hours. Tonight, it just seems that Hawaii cannot get untracked, and Russell is standing in their way. Whenever the Anteaters need an answer, they turn around and go, "Hey, Russell!"
Yeah, over the last 10 matches, Russell has not really played that well. He's been an enigma of sorts, but tonight, just on fire. He's that senior who's playing with a sense of urgency. He's a big guy. He's imposing at the net. You saw him doing all kinds of things, hitting on the left, hitting out of the back row, getting service aces. There you see he's got 8 kills, 1 error, hitting .538 on the year. Russell's hitting, I think, .220. .224 he's hitting on the year. So some career numbers being put up here tonight by some Irvine players, to be sure.
So Hawaii has a lot of coming back to do. They're down 2-0. The only way that they can come back is 1 set at a time.
Hawaii's hitting for some pretty good numbers, too. Van Tilburg, you see him hitting .524. Zarkovich is hitting .467. Remember, these are like baseball averages. If you hit 300, you're doing pretty good. Ponofei hitting .400, 6 kills. Mole hitting .667. And finally, we know Frank's hitting .500.
Chakraborty will serve for Irvine. Chase down Worsley. That ball is hit over by Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg right away started, and they go to him, and that is his 14th kill.
He's got the magic touch going, doesn't he? Even that ball was set on the 11-foot line. He still managed to find a way to put it down. He would rather have had that ball probably at the 8-foot line so he could jump into the net.
Worsley serving. That ball is hit by Hodges.
Well, that block was lined up pretty good, but Hodges manages to tool that block and angle it into the block and out.
So Hodges will serve. Gets it in. Worsley. There's Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg, another kill. That's his 15th, second of this third set. Hawaii leads 2-1.
Nice split block there. Hawaii gets a good pass. They can get the split block for their pin hitters pretty easily.
Zarkovich puts it into the net, service error. And that has quintessentially been what Hawaii has done. Hawaii is caught up. Hawaii has taken the lead. And all of a sudden it gets away from them. They start making mistakes. Serving is Ross. A battle at the net. Good save in the back by Zarkovich, but that's 4 hits. And the point for UC Irvine.
Like, what is it called? Being over the net there. That's where the play was stopped.
3-2, UC Irvine. Outside. And there is Fay. That's his favorite place. Excellent set to him. And we are tied at 3. Hawaii down 2-0. Mole serving. They go outside. And that was a great block there by Fay.
Mole put up a pretty good serve, but Dylan Hoffman popped it right up. Good enough pass so that they could set Saeda. And Saeda tried to go down the line, and Ponofei would have none of it. Hawaii doubles their blocking output.
That's out on the serve by Mole. And we're tied at 4. Kamitake comes into the back row. And serving will be Saeda. Pick up by Zarkovich. Worley. And the hit right there by Frank.
Saeda put up a pretty good serve. That thing was probably going 65 miles an hour. And a great pass from Siki Zarkovich right on the money so they could set Nainoa Frank in the middle.
Van Tilburg will serve 5, serving 4 here in the third set. Pick up by Hodges. Outside it goes to Russell. That's returned. And the block by Frank is returned. Russell gets it over. Worsley with the save to Frank. And Van Tilburg gets it across. Hoffman. And the ball hit by Hodges coming up from the back row. And that got down in front of Zarkovic. So we are tied at 5.
Getting the Vic out of the back row, Thomas Hodges proves he can do just about anything. Played opposite for the Australian national team. Been playing left side the last 2 nights for Irvine.
Kyle Russell serving. The ball took up by Zarkovic. Worsley hit by Van Tilburg. Saeda. And that ball is blocked back. Hodges gets it through the block of Worsley and also Frank. So it is 6-5 now in favor of UC Irvine.
Thomas Hodges has had quite a weekend. Tonight, 9 kills, 2 errors, hitting .467. Last night, Hodges, 17 kills, 1 error, hitting .696.
Russell serving again. The ball, just a line drive pass that was handled by Worsley. The ball was hit by Hodges down the line. Did it make contact? It did.
I think Hodges likes the Stan Sheriff Center. What do you think?
I think he does too.
He doesn't make many mistakes.
Hey! 7-5 in favor of UC Irvine. It's Russell continuing to serve. Into the net. So Russell, who has been blessed with success throughout this match, makes a mistake. Fay will serve. Kupono Fay, 5, serving 7. Hawaii playing catch up again, serves it wide.
Serving stats almost the opposite of last night. Irvine had trouble finding the court last night. Hawaii leading in service errors tonight.
Zarkovic. Hawaii may have to go more to Zarkovic.
And he's got a nice matchup out there too. He's going up against Irvine's smallest blocker. Dante.
Yep. Chakraborty, the setter. Serving is Frank. The ball is hit by Saeda. Comes back over by Zarkovic. Hoffman is there. Saeda down the line. And that is wide. That's a point for Hawaii. And we now are tied at 8 as Hawaii's been able, behind the serving of Frank, to come back and tie it. Frank gets it in. Dug up by Russell. Hit down by Ross. After a very short set by Chakraborty.
Noah Frank with a good serving run there. Kyle Russell put up a nice pass in the last one to allow Irvine to run the quick set in the middle.
Chakraborty serving. Worley. Ball is hit over by Mole. Mole is able to get it off the hands of Ross that time, and it's spun to the floor. 5 ties here in the third. We are tied at 9. Serving will be Worsley. Back up by Russell. Chakraborty. Russell coming up from the back row. Russell really peppers Worsley that time.
He is looming as a large figure when he jumps out of that back row. You know, he's 6'9", 250, and he touches 12 feet.
Well, he touched Worley that time, that's for sure. Worley back set. Zarkovic. Zarkovic able to scrape it down the block. And we're tied at 10. Tied for the 6th time here in the 3rd. Hawaii loses this 3rd set, they lose the match.
Nice little touch by Siki that time, wiping it off the hand of Kyle Russell.
Serving to Zarkovic. Stuck up by Hoffman. Kanetake. There's Zarkovic. That's what Hawaii did last night. That's the way they played last night. And Hawaii leads now 11-10 in the 3rd. That's the 4th lead change that we've had in this 3rd set. Serving to Zarkovic. That's dug up by Russell. Russell gets it down in the open space. He saw the room in the back row. Took advantage of it.
You know, even with an awkward pass by Russell there, so that's why he's trying to do is serve Russell. Even with an awkward pass and a high set to the outside with 2 blockers already there waiting for him, he still finds a way. He's so strong.
Ross serving. That ball pounded to the floor by Mole after that very short set by Worsley. 12-11. Hawaii leads by the slimmest of margins.
Amazing what Mole does with only 5% vision in his left eye.
Mole serving. Hoffman. And then getting the ball in is Agopian. Agopian on the short set by Chakraborty.
Agopian continues to be such a high percentage player. Rarely makes an error. Number 1 in the MPSF in kill percentage. Made all MPSF last year.
Saeda serves. Worsley to Kapono. That ball is blocked back. Kapono with the save. Kanetake gets it across. Agopian tries to get it there. Another opportunity. Hawaii will return it. Kanetake. Ball is hit by Van Tilburg, and he gets it in. Good pass by Kanetake.
Well played rally on both sides. Nice effort by Dylan Hoffman right there. Didn't quite get his hand under the ball. Dylan Hoffman, number 3 digger in the league. Probably Kanetake, number 1. Another Hawaiian, Evan Enriquez, number 2. Dig leader in the conference.
13 serving 12. Serving is Van Tilburg. That ball is hit over by Fay. They're not going to get it.
So a bit of a momentum shifting now towards Hawaii's side of the net as they're running good transition plays. Ball control's better. They're just touching more balls on the block.
Franciscovich now in that front row as the setter. Van Tilburg getting ready to serve for Hawaii. Also, I know of Frank in that front row. Van Tilburg serves, dug up by Hoffman. And that ball is Agopian getting it down. And again, that very short set by Chakraborty.
Agopian just does not make many mistakes. 8 kills now, 11 tries. No errors, hitting a mere 727. He's like a plane.
13 serving 14. In the air by Kanetake.
Might have been an out ball.
Zarkovic. They gets it across. And that is not a good save that time by Van Tilburg. So Russell will go back to serve again.
Jennings Franciscovich is going to play out this last point here before the TV timeout at 15.
Russell. That's long. Hawaii reestablishes the lead, 15-14 here in the 3rd set. Hawaii down 2-1. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank.
This is the back row quick or the big run to perfection. Watch how on the transition play here, Irvine line occupies 2 blockers. Then Tilburg leaves to the left. Mole goes up to the middle for an attacker. And here comes Kyle Russell like a monster out of the back. He's going up as Mole is coming down, and he just buries it. And that's how it works.
Boy, he was airborne, wasn't he?
He was.
Tono Fay will serve Hawaii. Trying to hold on here. They are down 2-0. They lead 15-14 in the third set. Serving is Fay. Pick up by Hoffman. Chased down by Hodges. Ball comes back over. Hawaii with an opportunity here. Ball is hit by Van Tilburg. Blocked back. Ball is hit by Zarkovic. That is blocked back by Agopian, but it goes outside.
Great set by Jennings Franciscovich that time. You can see Siki all smiles. He loved that set.
16-14, Hawaii leading by 2. Serving again will be Fay. Hodges. And that will be into the net on the Hawaii side of the block.
Hodges again just having his way. Only made 3 errors in 2 nights. His attacking prowess, I think, among the top 2 players this weekend.
Carl Affelbach has come into the game. Affelbach, I should say. Ball is served by Bikula. Outside. Little touch that time by Zarkovic. Hodges over the block. Kanetake. Ball is hit on the back row by Fay. Chakraborty gets to Hodges, and he hits it off on Tilburg, and Van Tilburg can't handle it. We're tied at 16.
And Tilburg goes right through his hands. They played a play perfectly until it went through his hands. Both blockers dropped their arms so that Hodges wouldn't tool him.
Kula serving. Off the tape, there's Fay. Franciscovich. The ball comes over on a save by Fay from the back row. There's Hodges. Fay with another save. Franciscovich with the ball in the air. The ball is hit over by Van Tilburg. Waiting for it is Pikula. And Russell gets it across. Franciscovich goes cross court and a net violation on Hawaii. So Franciscovich went into the net.
And a pass just a little bit too tight to the net. They're going to make a setting change. Certainly Jennings was not the person that made the error there. Actually, it was the pass that was too close to the net.
So Worsley is back in. That ball goes into the net service error by Bikula. So Hawaii stays tied at 17. Mole comes into the front row, along with Zarkovic and along with Worsley.
Colton Cowell comes in, Fab 15 All-State player out of King Kekaulike.
From Makawao, Maui. Hoffman. Chakraborty goes cross-court to Hodges, and Hodges gets to the cross.
Hodges just uncanny in the way he finds a way to get the ball to the floor. All smiles up there, playing very relaxed. That time he went over the block, not very hard, but he just knew where the open spot was in the floor and tapped it down.
Irvine can sense it now. They're closing in on this third set. Chakraborty serving. Waiting for it is Worley. He goes to Zarkovic, and Zarkovic goes down the line. He's able to get the ball past Saeda. So a point for the Bows. And we're tied again, 18. Worsley serving. Hoffman. Chakraborty. The ball is hit over by Agopian. Pushed by Zarkovic. And that ball goes off the block. Got it off Chakraborty.
Let's see if David Niffen uses a timeout here as Hawaii surges into the lead. He's got 2 of them left. Looks like he's going to wait and preserve those timeouts.
19-18. Serving is Worsley. The ball is hit by Saeda. Goes off the Hawaii block. And so we're tied at 19.
Surprised they served Saeda that time. They've been working on Hodges and Russell. They got the ball to Saeda that time. He's a pretty good passer.
We've had 13 ties in this third set. Hodges serving. Zarkovic, Worsley. That ball is hit down by Van Tilburg, and he continues to be effective. Van Tilburg's 17th kill. Hawaii now gets to the plateau, 20-19. They win this set, we continue the match. They lose this set, Irvine is the victor. Zarkovic to serve. Hoffman. Chakraborty. That ball put over by Ross. And he is able to confuse Kanetake.
Marty Ross continues his errorless night. 5 kills, no errors in 8 tries.
David Parker will come into the game. He will come in for Ross.
Marty Ross yet to make an error in 2 nights. David Parker now becoming a serving specialist here.
Parker from Rockland, California. Serving, we're tied at 20. Kanetake, Worley, and that ball is hit down off the block by Fay, and it's 21-20, Irvine. Boy, Hawaii, last night, 2.5 hours, 5-set match. Tonight, they're on the verge of being swept. Parker serves again. Worsley, that ball, Van Tilburg, he hits it, and guess who he hit it to, who was waiting for him? It was none other than number 15, Russell. 22-20, Irvine.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Straub and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
May ticket to an upcoming UH contest. Visit hawaiiathletics.com. Call 944-BOWS or visit the Stan Sheriff Center box office. 3 easy ways to get your seats for exciting sports action at the University of Hawaii. Near the net, the ball is pushed over by Fay. And right there is Saeda. And Saeda gets it in, that left-hander with those rubber arms. And that's a compliment. 23-20, Irvine closing in on sweeping the Bows on the second night of competition. Serving is Parker, back up by Kanetake. Outside it goes to Fay. That save, Worsley, Kanetake, Van Tilburg, and that ball comes back over and out. Trying to react to it over there was Chakraborty.
These 2 teams continue to hit for such a high percentage. It's amazing. Irvine hitting at 481, Hawaii hitting 429 in this third set. On a normal night, when you're hitting over 200 points above your season average, you'll be winning handily.
Brett Rosenmeyer has come in. The last time he played catch-up by serving. Off the tape, there's Hoffman. Chakraborty goes cross-court. Russell, that ball is saved. Excellent save by Worsley. The ball hit over by Zarkovic. It comes right back by Agopian. Waiting for it, Worsley. There's Zarkovic. That goes off Hodges and goes out.
Net violation as well on Agopian. Point Hawaii.
Hawaii will take it. Maximum effort now. Hawaii is on maximum effort. Timeout has been called by UC Irvine. It is 23-22 in the third set. Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match. Take another look at this.
Rosenmeyer starts it off with a good serve. Hawaii playing some pretty good defense right there. Worsley keeps it alive. Back bump set. Seeking with a swing. Another good swing by Agopian, and here Rosenmeyer makes the dig. And finally, Siki finishes with that thick Big play out of the back row. Back row quick. That was a pretty cool play, don't you think?
That was. Hoffman leading in to the statistician. 23 to 22.
Don't you, when a guy comes over to get a ball, they lean into you?
Well, they lean into you, they lean on you, they go through you.
Knock your coffee over?
Oh, sure. Sure. But that's the beauty, I think, of the men's game. The men's game is so quick, so powerful. It has its own characteristics that even though you're playing well, the other guy could be playing better. And you wonder, come on, I'm playing really good.
And that's what's happening tonight.
Yes.
Hawaii's hitting for a great percentage. This set they're hitting .424, but they're being out-hit by Irvine at .452.
Frank comes in to the front row. Frank along with Fay and along with Van Tilburg. Serving will be Rosenmeyer. Hawaii trails by 1. Irvine needs 2 points to win the entire match. Rosenmeyer got to get it in. He does. That's an ace. That came over and really confused the 2 receivers over there. One of them was Hodges, and the other may have been Russell. Russell's bending over.
Now to me, that was a really cool play. After a timeout to come in and serve the ball that hard with that much spin, that much confidence.
We're tied at 23.
Late in the game, it's 22-23, and Rosenmeyer came through big time.
Rosenmeyer's doing it again. Gets it over the ball in the air by Hodges. Chakraborty goes to Saida, I should say.
Good swing by Saida, high off the block, gives Irvine match point. Great serve, though. Once again, Rosenmeyer forced the bad pass. There's the Irvine faithful, Saida's parents right there, Dave and his wife, Leslie.
So Hawaii back at the edge of the precipice. Serving will be Saida. So we have seen high percentages all throughout this, but if you take a look at the way the Anteaters have played here tonight, they played just a little bit better.
Yeah. They really have. Let's take a look at Brent Rosenmeyer's ace. Gets a good toss, good run up, high snap, good top spin, puts it right between 2 players.
That's Hodges and also Russell.
And he did it right after a timeout, which is a really hard thing to do. Normally you take a little bit off your serve, make sure you keep it in. Maybe he's even got signs. He's got his own little fan club going on.
And that's another thing about the men's game. The people that come to the men's game are aficionados. They know the game, and they know what they are going to see. They are going to see strength, they are going to see speed, and they're going to see altitude. I mean, we had an example of that. Kyle Russell went up there, and you just wondered whether he needed something to cushion his fall from that height.
I'd be very surprised if either Kyle Russell or Michael Saida doesn't get this set. Anybody else gets it, I'd be very surprised. Those are the two have been the 2 go-to guys tonight, although Thomas Hodges could be another option. Well, I think Hodges might be playing in the back row right now.
Saida will serve. Hawaii's got to fight off match point. Tanitake. That ball is hit over. That'll be returned. There's Hodges. Near the net. They battle. They battle. Hawaii able to hold them off. Hawaii got the ball, kept it just on the other side of the net, and Irvine had trouble with it.
And Hawaii did a great job of fighting off Irvine's most prolific acer, Michael Saida.
Serving is Van Kilburg. The ball popped in the air. Chasing it down is Chakraborty. That ball comes back. That's hit, and it goes out. Goes out. Hitting that ball was Russell. 25-24. And guess what? It's now set point. Aloha ball in the third set for Hawaii. And unbelievably, despite all the negatives, they have turned it around. They have a possibility to keep this match going. Now, I know you've seen all kinds of matches, hundreds, maybe thousands. You turn to me after the second set and you say, I think it's going fine. I found that hard to believe. Wow. And yet, they got a chance to go one step at a time.
And you said you thought it'd go 3, and you know what? It could go 3.
It could.
Take a look at the last play where Thomas Hodges does not make a very good pass there. Way off the net. Russell's got to take an awkward step and swing long, giving Hawaii their 25th point.
Chakraborty had to go all the way across the court at an angle.
Hawaii on a 5-1 scoring run.
So Hawaii has an opportunity here.
You know, Irvine's actually a pretty good rotation right here, though. If they get a good pass, they'll probably go to the middle to Agopian, who's perfect tonight. 8 kills, no errors in 12 swings. Or they could go to the outside where Russell's had a pretty good night as well. He's hitting .450 on the night, only made 2 errors. For the whole night, Irvine's only made 7 hitting errors all night long.
Remember, Irvine comes in, and they were the defending champions last year. They had some returnees, but as you said, injuries have just decimated them. So Van Tilburg will serve. The Netherlander gets it in. That ball shanked to the side by Hodges. That's saved by Russell. They get the ball over. Hawaii with an opportunity. The ball is hit by Fay. 26-24. Hawaii comes from behind, and they pull out a minor miracle. And as this match continues now, that minor miracle may not be so minor.
Let's take a look at this last play where Hawaii has set point. The most bizarre set of circumstances. A bad pass by Hodges. Hawaii gets a free ball right here, and Irvine has to bump it over. Hawaii almost doesn't get it up. A diving save, and then a back bump set by their middle blocker. Capoto Fay finishes, and they get the 26th point. Ho-hum. What an amazing way to finish the third set. Wow. Fought off a MAC point during that time.
That's right. So you can credit Rosenmeyer for getting them back, for getting them close, and then Hawaii not giving up and pulling it out.
An offensive show being put on by both teams as we see the Colby Kanataki fans, but Hawaii hitting .444 in that set. They normally hit .290. Irvine normally hits like .270, .260, and they hit .424. So some huge offensive numbers being put up tonight. I'm really surprised. It's normally night number 2. The offensive numbers are not as good because both coaches have scouted so well, watched so much film, that the defense and blocking just gets better. But tonight it's the opposite. The offenses have sort of cranked it up a notch.
For Hawaii, Tilburg with 18 kills, Zarkovic with 16. For Irvine, Hodges with 13, Russell with 11, Saeda with 10. We begin. Worley serving, that's out, 1-0. You see Irvine.
Irvine staying with the same lineup, keeping Cal Russell in there. Hawaii with their same lineup.
Hodges will serve for the Anteaters. Gets it off the tape. Kanatake, the ball goes to Moll. That ball's dug up by Hoffman. Saeda gets it over. That's saved by Zarkovic. Ball hit over by on Silbert, and it went off the block and down. That's the point.
Glenn Van Silberg smiling, having fun.
Darkovic to serve. Hoffman in the air. Chakraborty goes cross court to Russell. The ball is blocked, comes back over. Russell tried to kick it.
Steinbeck Silberg on that last swing just got his career high.
The ball is hit overpass away with the advantage. Out of the back row comes Zarkovic. And Zarkovic just pins the ball to the court. 3-1, Hawaii.
Look at the net cam here. You can see the back row quick by Siki.
Wipe up the moisture. Hawaii leading 3-1. They trail in this match. 2 sets to 1. Zarkovic serving again. Pick up by Hoffman. Waiting for it is Chakraborty. And that ball is hit over and down. And you can credit.
Well, all the credit's got to go to Dylan Hoffman there. He put up an absolute dime right to Chakraborty, and he put up a perfect set.
Marty Ross credited with the kill. Ball is hit over by Mole. Mole hits it down in front of Ross, who is trying to maneuver from the back row. So a point for the Bows. It is 4-2 here in the 4th set.
Mole picks up kill number 7. No errors in 10 tries. He's hitting a mere 700.
Mole serving into the net. Service error for Hawaii. So Hawaii leading 4-3. This crowd still here, still expectant, still looking on. Saeda serving just over the net. Oh, great pancake dig by Worsley. Ball comes back over. The ball is hit over by Agopian. Goes off the block and out, and that's a point for UC Irvine.
Worsley does a great job with this pancake here. The ball could have been an ace, but he saves it. Frank also keeps it alive. Irvine is too tough. Agopian in the middle, just tough to stop him. #1 kill percentage player in the MPSF.
Saeda serving again. And that ball goes off. That ball goes off of Fay, and that was really an out ball, but it showed up so quickly. But Fay naturally reacted to it. 5-4 Irvine in the 4th.
Saeda picks up his 3rd and service ace. He had 2 last night. That gives him 5 for the weekend.
Saeda serving.
To go along with his 37 he had coming into the weekend.
Overpass advantage. Chakraborty. He goes to Saeda, and Saeda gets the ball down.
Irvine on a 4-point run. Charlie Wade has seen enough.
And so he calls a timeout. He's got to start whispering in players' ears. 6-4 in favor of Irvine. We were discussing the facial mustache of Kyle Russell, and we're saying, you know, that's like an old-fashioned mustache back in the 1930s. And then we said, well, which movie star does it remind you of? And I said Earl Flynn, and our director said, or our producer said, no, Clark Gable. I think it's Clark Gable. Kanetake chases it almost up the alley. They return it. Hoffman to Chakraborty. And that ball is hit down by Agopian.
Michael Saeda's serves continue to give Hawaii fits. Passers really struggling with that serve as the ball just tails away to the Malka side of the gym.
Kanetake fielded that in the dark. Kanetake pops it up, chased down by Fay. Fay saves it. Kanetake will get it over. Advantage now for the Anteaters. Ball is hit by Saeda. That's in the air by Kanetake, but his teammates don't help him. That could have hit the scoreboard. Could have hit the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think it did. Saeda just unloaded on that, like one of his serves. He just couldn't wait to swing at that ball. Kanetake was there with the dig, but the scoreboard got in the way.
Saeda to serve again. 8 serving 4. He's on a run. Gets it in. They go to the pin, and getting the ball over is Van Tilburg, and that is his 20th.
Take a look at Colby Kanetake. There he is. The ball hits the scoreboard, comes straight down. Colby Kanetake, you can't do everything. You can't put it in the right place all the time.
Scoreboard gets an assist. The ball just over and down. Right there. It was a finesse set by Chakraborty.
And Agopian had a nice little finesse touch, too.
Yes, he did. So it is 9-5. And serving will be Kyle Russell.
You talked a lot recently about the power and strength of the men's game. Well, they've obviously got a little bit of finesse, too.
Oh, they do. They do.
And Hawaii having to handle Saeda serves, and now having to handle Kyle Russell back to back. Not easy on Hawaii's passers.
No. 9-5 here in the 4th. Russell serves. That ball dug up by Zarkovic. They go cross court, and Van Tilburg. That is, I believe, kill number 21.
Yep, it is his 21st, and ties his career high.
So Fay will go back. Hawaii trails by 3. 6-9 in the 4th. Hawaii down 2-1. Fay serves. Dug up by Hoffman. And the ball hit down by Hodges. 10-6, Irvine. Irvine has an attitude here in the 4th. They want to make sure. They don't want this to go to the 5th. Into the net. So that time, Russell puts it into the net, trying to finesse shot of his own. And it's 10-7 in favor of Irvine.
It's Agopian's 4th service error, 9th for the team. That's half of the amount of errors they had last night.
Saeda gets it over. Ball hit by Zarkovic. There's Russell. Chakraborty goes back outside to Saeda. Ball hit by Zarkovic. Chakraborty. And Russell flying out of that back row again. Airborne. And it's 11-7.
13 kills as the back row quick again. This time at least Hawaii gets a blocker up. Henrik Moll did not commit on the first attack, the first tempo attack. He waited and still couldn't get it.
Chakraborty serving. That ball is hit, blocked back. Saving is Worsley. And then Zarkovic hits it off the block. And Hawaii trails by 3. 11-8. Worsley getting set to save, but he doesn't want, a lot of setters, they don't want to hold the ball too long. So he gives it up. I don't want to use that one.
Yeah, a lot of setters, a lot of servers will do that. They're in a certain rhythm, certain routine, so they'll give the ball back to the ball person and wait.
8 serving 11 off the tape, but there is Chakraborty. Getting the ball over is Hoffman. Kanetake, Worsley. Ball is hit over by Zarkovic, and that's a point for Hawaii. Good job that time. Excellent teamwork by Hawaii.
Hawaii in transition, they're going from defense to offense very smoothly.
Worsley serving. That ball is shanked. That went off of Russell. So Hawaii has now come back to trail by 1. Worsley serving again. Russell, Chakraborty. And Chakraborty just with the ball was waiting and reaching over and hitting it down with Zarkovich, I believe. Yes. That's amazing.
There's the overpass by Russell. And now moving Russell over to the side.
Chakraborty gets the ball in the air. Ball is hit by Saeda. And that's a point for UC Irvine. 12-11. Hawaii had come back to tie it. That is hit long by Hodges. We're tied at 12. Zarkovich will go back to serve. Remember, this Hawaii team has had to come back one step at a time. They pulled off a minor miracle in the 3rd set, and they're tied here in the 4th. Zarkovich serves. Dug up by Hoffman. Chakraborty, and the ball is hit over by Ross. Ross at 6'10".
Marty Ross, the UOP transfer, hit .500 against Penn State last week. He's number 1 in blocks per set on this team. A little over a block per set.
Lally pops it over. Ball is lollipop back by Fay. Ball hit over by Saeda. And there again is Van Tilburg. So another kill for Van Tilburg. The computer says that's number 22. 22 kills tonight is a new career high for the Hollander. Congratulations. Good news, the freshman. We're tied at 13.
I think Van Tilburg still showing some emotion. He didn't like the last non-call of a set by Irvine that he thought was as bad as his double hit in the 2nd set.
Howell serving. That ball comes back up, and right there is Frank.
Finally, Agopian got blocked his first error of the night after 15 swings.
And Hawaii
He's still hitting 600.
And Hawaii leads 14-3. They've come from way back. Hoffman. Saeda gets it across. And that ball is hit by Van Tilburg off the block. Van Tilburg down with 23 kills. 15-13. Hawaii leads by 2. We are in the 4th set. Hawaii trailing 2 sets to 1. And they were down 2 sets to none. So when you have to come back like that, you have to come back 1 step at a time. And they were successful in set 3. Now we're in set 4, and Hawaii leads by 2, 15-13. Serving is Cole. Back up by Hoffman. And that very short set by Chakraborty works. And getting the ball down was Agopian. 15-14. And back to serve is Saeda. Saeda, who went on a big run early in this 4th set. That ball is returned all the way across court. And Tilburg gets it across. There's Chakraborty. That ball comes back. Hawaii. Patty takes it. And Fay hits it into the block. Chakraborty is there along with Russell. So we are tied at 15.
Let's watch and see. Great diving save. There's Agopian putting it down and celebrating. few more blocks going on now than happened earlier in the match. Very few blocks prior to this.
Saeda serving again. They go cross court on Kilbert. That's in the air by Hoffman. Chakraborty goes to Russell, and Russell able to get it in. So 16-15. That lead by Hawaii, that comeback by Hawaii was short-lived. Welcome back to the Stan Charles Center. 16-15. Irvine now leads here in the fourth set. It's been another up and down, in and out, lead, trail, all kinds of things match. Saeda serving. The ball dug up by Segovia, and the ball hit over and down again by Tilburg. That's kill number 24.
So Saeda put another good swing on that serve, but Zarkovic put it right on the money where Worsley could set an offense. And Van Tilburg continues to set a new career record.
And Van Tilburg now serving for Hawaii, and we are tied at 16 in the fourth set. Gets it in. The ball dug up by Hodges, chased down by Chakraborty. Ball hit over by Russell. Hawaii will respond. There's Van Tilburg in the air by Saeda. Chakraborty. Ball comes over again by Russell, waiting for it. And hitting the ball over is Fay. Good job by Franciskovic that time.
Good swing by Capono Fay. Great set by Franciskovic. And got a little help from the scoreboard.
$17 for Hawaii, 16 now for UC Irvine. Serving is Van Tilburg. He served, dug up by Hoffman. Chakraborty is there. The ball hit over. And again, hit over. There's Fay. Hodges with the save. Saeda gets it across. They go to Fay again. Saeda with the save, and Hoffman. And there is Russell. But also, Kamitaki with another serve. Get the ball over. Saeda is there. Chakraborty. And the ball just pushed over by Agopian. And we are tied at 17.
Boy, this play was marked by one great defensive play after another. Here's one by Colby Kamitaki. That was his 5th or 6th of the night. And the other guy that's just lighting it up is Dylan Hoffman. He got a dig during that series as well. He's got 16 digs.
Serving is Russell. That's stuck up by Fay. Franciskovic. Fay. They say yes, it went off the block and made contact. And that's a point for Hawaii. 18-17, Hawaii leading here in the fourth. Need to win the fourth to get it to the fifth. In fact, that's what Irvine did last night. Took it to a fifth set. Serving is Fay. Big toss. Gets it in. Hoffman, Chakraborty. And there's Russell. Russell able to overpower the block in the middle that time. And we are tied at 18.
Problem with that last serve by Capono Fay, it was just a little bit too soft. Wasn't in the right spot. And it went to one of their better passers, Dylan Hoffman. He's having a great night, both digging and passing.
Tucker Pikula will serve. Gets it in. Kamitaki. Franciskovic. Ball was pushed over. Was there contact? They are saying there was contact as that ball was pushed over. Irvine does not like that call at all.
There's a net cam to see if there's a touch there. Hard to tell. No replays in this game. There is internationally where they have lots of cameras, like about 15 cameras all over the gym. Very expensive proposition that the FIVB is doing now internationally. They just don't do it here.
So I turn to you. What do you think the call was?
Let's take a look right here. It doesn't look like there's a touch. You know, those calls even out over the period of a couple hours. Each team will get a break.
19-18, Hawaii leading. Serving is Rosenmeyer. That is shanked. That ball goes off of Russell. 20-18, Hawaii leads. Hawaii at the all-important plateau where points get fairly difficult. Serving again will be Rosenmeyer. And he has been successful. Gets it in. That ball is dug up by Saeda. Gets over. Dug by Rosenmeyer. Ball is hit by Von Tilburg. Saved by Hoffman. And out of the back row again comes Russell. Boy, that play has worked.
Well, Kyle Russell might have been called out of the passing pattern there and moved out. I'll tell you, his number was called right here with the back row quick again. Boy, really struggling to stop that play.
Chakraborty will go back to serve now for UC Irvine. 20 for Hawaii, 19 for Irvine. And the very critical points where every pass, every touch, every serve is important. Ball comes over. Good diving save by Chakraborty. Hawaii tries it again. Ball is hit over by Von Tilburg. And Von Tilburg is able to hit it off the block. It may have been Hodges, or it may have been Ross.
Hawaii got lucky there. That ball's it off the block and out. Then Tilburg doing a 180-degree turn on his performance last night.
21-19, Hawaii leads it here in the fourth. Serving is Worsley. The ball hit over by Hodges. Worsley goes to Zarkovic, and Zarkovic gets it in front of Hoffman for the point. Hawaii now leads 22-19.
Keep an eye on Ben Tilburg. You see him grabbing his side. That was where he hurt himself last night. He went out of game 4, came back in game 5.
Worsley serving. There's Hoffman. Chakraborty. And the ball is hit into the block, comes back, and the block goes out.
Boy, both teams struggling to block. Hawaii with only 4 blocks tonight. Irvine with 5 blocks.
22-20. Hawaii leading. Parker comes in to serve. He is a very good server. Puts a lot on it. Outside. And Zarkovic is blocked that time by Russell.
That's about as big a block as you'll see in the country. Kyle Russell's 6'9", Marty Ross is 6'10".
Yes. They just ambushed him. 22-21.
It was like being in a dark closet and there was no key to get out. Door was closed.
Parker doesn't want the ball. Remember what you said about servers? But there was no one there to take the ball from him. So he's got to use it. Could that be an omen? 21 serving 22. Ball dug up Zarkovic. Worley. Ball is hit over by Van Tilburg. And finally hitting the ball is Saeda. And Saeda gets it in. And here comes Irvine. Remember what we said about Parker? He comes in and they start to come right back. 10 ties now in this fourth. There you see Saeda and Parker at a crucial time. Remember what we said about every serve, every touch? Crucial time. Puts it into the net, giving Hawaii the lead again, 23-22.
Not a bad idea, though. He had the passing pattern deep. He wanted to drop it in short for an ace.
Zarkovic to serve. Dug up by Hoffman. Chakraborty gets it. Ball is hit over and then hit back over by Zarkovic. They again go to Russell. Hawaii responds. Chakraborty. Russell. Ball goes out. That is a point for Hawaii. 24-22. Aloha ball in the fourth set for Hawaii. They were trailing by 4 early in this fourth set. Irvine can't believe it. But it is not over yet. Zarkovic to serve. That ball was hit by Marty Ross. Ross came out of nowhere. I mean, he spun out of the front row, then came back in and hit that.
It was a great swing by Ross. Picks up his 9th kill. Hitting .692.
Still set point for Hawaii. Philip Friedman will come into the game for the first time. Friedman is from Mission Viejo, California. 6'4" junior. First appearance in this game. 23-7-24. Hits it long. That's a mystery. That's a mystery. Why a player who had not appeared in this match,
Or even last night,
is put in a very crucial situation where he has had to deliver. He has to perform, and he did not. We are going to set number 5.
let's see how Hawaii gets to the 24th point. Watch Kapono phase, the off blocker. He's going to come off the net and maybe dig a ball that's hit by Kyle Russell, but Russell hits it so hard and it's so high. Kapono phase almost does a back bend to get out of the way. Normally, he'd be digging that ball, but it was hit so hard and so high. Faye was wise enough and had good enough instinct to get out of the way.
And was successful because there was no contest.
Did I tell you it might go 5? Did we talk about this a couple hours ago?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
It was right when the coffee was all over the place.
The coffee was over, yeah, and the collision insurance inspector was here taking the statement. But the thing was that I didn't believe it because the way that Irvine was playing. Irvine came in with the exact right game plan, I felt. And Hawaii was struggling. Hawaii was struggling. And here we are. I guess you know a little bit about this game, huh?
Look at the first 2 sets. There's only 4 points difference between the 2 teams. And so that's why either of those sets could have gone either way. And then the next 2 sets, 3 and 4, only 4 points difference between the two teams. Could have gone either way. So we're looking at a match that literally each team has scored the exact same number of points as the opponent. That's how even this match has been. Each team hitting phenomenal numbers. Irvine hitting .457, Hawaii hitting .465. Normally, Irvine hits like .240. Hawaii normally hits around .280. So they're just putting on an amazing offensive show. Stein Van Tilburg breaking his all-time career record in kills. He's got 25, hitting .489. Siki got 22 kills.
Second straight night that we've gone to a 5th set. Worsley serving. Ball is hit over by Hodges. That'll be returned. Zarkovic. Hoffman puts that ball high and into the 3rd row. 1-0 both. Last night they're both in the 5th, winning decisively 15-9.
Hodges put on a good swing in that last play to get a possible point. Instead, Hawaii dug it. It was Kapono Fade dug it in the back row.
Worsley serving again, dug up by Hoffman, waiting for it. Chakraborty goes outside to Hodges, and Chakraborty is able to hit it off the block, which went into the antenna. We are tied at 1.
Hodges with yet another kill. Hodges with now 15 kills. He's hitting over 500. What a night.
Hodges serving. Kanetake. Ball pushed over. Two-handed dump shot by Mole. Kanetake does it again. What a pass.
Kanetake with a great pass. One-handed set. Mole pushing it down with 2 hands. Completely legal play.
Hawaii leading 2-1. Zarkovic back to serve. Perspiration being wiped up. Gamesmanship will be rampant in this 5th. The two officials talking to each other.
Yeah, I don't think he's asking for the about the last play. I think he's asking for possible rotation issues.
So Ray Mink up on the pedestal and Dixon Chung on the floor. And David Niffen, the coach of UC Irvine. So he's got to have things swirling in his head. Lost the fifth set last night, and he's in the midst of a fifth set again tonight. 2 serving 1. Zarkovic served, dug up by Hoffman. They go to Saeda. And Saeda gets it down, hits it down in front of Worsley.
Once again, Dylan Hoffman putting out some great passes, allowing Chakraborty a chance to put up some decent sets to guys like Michael Saeda, who's having another great night.
Hawaii mold. That ball goes off Saeda. Comes over by us. Chakraborty comes over and says hi. 3-2, Hawaii leading. And serving for Hawaii will be Mold. In the air, waiting for it. Chakraborty goes outside. That ball is hit across court, but wide by Russell.
Here comes the ball cross court. And once again, Kapono Faye, just as he did in the 24th point in the 4th set, does a back bend to get out of the way. Hawaii picks up point number 4.
Hawaii leading 4-2 in this 5th and crucial set.
Russell subbed out. David Parker comes in to hit outside.
Parker, Chakraborty. Ball is hit over by Saeda. That'll be returned outside. And that ball by Von Hilberg is blocked back and down. Good defense that time. Looked like it was Agopian.
I think Agopian, I think little Parker, little David Parker, 6'1", he might have been a part of that block as well.
Saeda will serve. 3 serving 4. Serves it long. That can come back and haunt you.
Charlie Wade is really getting into this match again. There he is. Look at that. Fist pumping. You just don't see him emote that much. He's usually pretty calm, cool, and collected.
Hawaii leading 5-3. Hoffman again goes to Chakraborty. The ball is hit over by Parker. And then Faye hits it down the line, and that's in. In fact, he made contact on one of the blocks, yes. So it is 6-3. Hawaii leading by 3. Timeout has been called by UC Irvine. We're in the 5th set. It's Twitter talk from Dara Young. I wonder if those people who left late in Game 3 decided to come back. Could be. And we can still do this. Hawaii men's BB, Go Bows, June Dalmar. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. There's Dara. She's a fan. Hits it and is blocked. He's blocked by Nainoa Frank.
Boy, what a serve by Van Tilburg to set this whole thing up. Nainoa Frank goes up, over, passes over, great penetration, good form.
Faye was with him in the double block.
And there was his mom and grandma clapping.
Surfing Von Tilburg. They go outside. And again, it was Saeda. Saeda off the block. Hawaii leading 7-4. They will switch sides at 8. Parker now comes back to serve for Irvine. So maximum effort on the part of both teams. Parker gets it in. Ball is hit over left-handed by Frank. Chakraborty cuts outside. That ball comes over, and that's in. That's in by Hodges, I believe. And on the other side of the court.
There's a blocking substitution of Hasselbach coming in for Chakravorty.
Hasselbach comes in, the freshman, 6'8". Parker hits it long. Boy, I tell you, Irvine, for all of their play, for all of their positivism, they have made mistakes at the most inopportune time.
Yeah, that was unusual, though. You know what? Parker seems to get points every time he goes back to serve. So he's been pretty money back there. He got him a couple points there and just had that one errant serve. But normally he's been a great serving specialist for them.
Hawaii leads 8-5 here in this fifth set. Last night, Hawaii winning 15-9. This is far from over, however. So they switch sides. Kupono Faye will serve for Hawaii. Parker goes cross court to Hodges. The double block is up. And again, it is Frank.
I know Frank did an amazing job of hustling to the outside and getting there a little late, but he got a piece of it, as did Worsley.
Jennings Franciscovich will come into the game, replacing Worsley.
A little blocking sub for Hawaii.
9 serving 5. Into the net. Tried to baby it a little bit too much. That's the kind of mistake that will give impetus to the other team. We've seen the other team make a mistake and Hawaii get the impetus. In the air by Faye, Franciscovich. They go to Zarkovic. That's saved by Chakraborty. That ball is hit by Hodges. Goes over. And right back is Zarkovic. Hodges can't handle it. And it's a point for Hawaii. And Hawaii is at double digits.
Look at Siki laughing. I'm not sure why he did that. He surprised everybody in the gym. I think maybe even including himself. He probably should have passed this ball up. Here's the ball high in the air. He could have just passed it up and run a play. Instead, he taps it over the net, caught everybody by surprise.
Brett Rosenmeyer comes in to serve. 10 serving 6. Gets it in, dug up by Hoffman. Ball is quickly hit over, but Hawaii responds. Zarkovic with the save. Ball is pushed over by Maul. There's Hoffman, Chakraborty. That ball is hit left-handed by Saeda. And let's see. They're going to give the point.
Looks like it might hit the cable. It did hit the Hawaii blocker's hands. Point, Irvine.
So Irvine gets the point. It's 10-7 in favor of Hawaii. Noah Frank goes out. Faye, Franciscovich pushes it over on what could have been an overpass, took advantage of it, pushed it over one-handed, and knew where the open part of the court was. 11-7.
That was a big play, huge play. A joust at the net, and Franciscovich with his leaping ability, he touches, I believe, around 12 feet as well. Great leaping ability, it jumps over 40 inches. And boy, his leaping ability certainly helped there to get Hawaii's 11th point.
Timeout. Timeout. Irvine. Hawaii up in the fifth set. Hawaii leading 11-7 in the fifth set. What is amazing about this is that Hawaii dropped the first 2 sets. And they were in danger of being swept. They saved set 3. They saved set 4. Here they are leading in set 5. Worsley serving, dug up by Hodges. They go outside, and Saeda hits it off the block. It went off on Tilburg and out. That's a point. Hodges will serve now for UC Irvine. 11-8. Hawaii leading by 3. Hodges dug up by Kanetake. There's Zarkovic. Zarkovic hits it off the block and will not get over. Rat-a-tats around, and Hawaii gets their 12th. 12-8.
Nice step by Worsley that time. Sika got on the right side. He likes that right side. He just tied his career high 25 kills.
He had his career high last night. He's come back tonight. Serves it long. That's not good.
A little greedy there. 12-9 is not a safe lead. Trust me, those last 3 points are the hardest ones to get.
Hawaii is led by 3 and has watched it disappear before. We'll see. Lollipop. Worsley. Ball is hit by Van Tilburg. And he hits that off of Chakraborty.
How about the twisting, turning set by Joe Worsley? I thought he was going to go to the middle or maybe to the left, and all of a sudden he twisted and turned.
So Hawaii gets the point back. They lead 13-9.
Looks like he's going to the middle. So the middle blocker for Irvine goes up with Worsley. Van Tilburg has a one-on-one.
Cole will serve for Hawaii. Into the net. Cole, who has not. See, it goes back to that point that we made at the end of the fourth. That you put players into the game who have been sitting on the bench, and you expect them to do great things.
Yeah, I think that particular move, though, I think was actually pretty good. I think they put him in for defensive reasons to dig more balls.
Serving is Saeda. Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg down the line, and that ball erupted on the floor in front of Hoffman. This is match point. This is incredibly a match point. Hawaii was down 0-2.
And Irvine had a match point.
Yes, they did. Ball is dug up by Hoffman. Pushed over. That goes off Worsley and out. So Hodges, Parker. Parker will be credited with that. So it is 14-11. UC Irvine cannot make a mistake. Parker serves it. Dug up by Zarkovic. Worsley. Zarkovic! The ball is in the air. Chased down. Hoffman with it. They go cross court. The ball is blocked on the hit by Chakraborty. Hawaii wins. Let me repeat that. Hawaii wins. They come from 2 sets down. They win it 1 at a time. Number 3, number 4, and this one, number 5. Happy Easter, everybody.
That was pretty amazing. How about the way, I think that last block, Worsley turned around like he's the one who got the block. I'm not sure. The littlest guy might have got the biggest block of the night. But in any case, hats off to Irvine for playing great volleyball. The two teams were dead even through 2.5 hours, and all of a sudden that last set, Hawaii just dug down a little deeper. I think the crowd made a big difference in the fifth set as well. The 7th person, if you will. Hawaii works their way into the playoffs, the MPSF playoffs, correct?
They will have a postseason. They will play in the MPSF playoffs. Let's take a look at the Bank of Hawaii players of this match. And what a match. Michael Saeda, 18 kills, hit .395, had 3 aces and 8 digs. And Stein Van Tilburg, career high, 27 kills, .479 percentage. He had 2 blocks and 4 digs. Congratulations to the University of Hawaii, the men's volleyball team. I'll tell you one thing about this crowd. Quick comment about the crowd. The crowd that comes in here and watches this kind of volleyball and watches it either the first time or repeatedly, they begin to celebrate, and they celebrated through this whole match.
Look at them now, they're still standing. They don't want to leave.
Not a match like this, no.
There was some great volleyball tonight. Amazing offensive show by both sides.
Let's go to Scotty.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jim. Well, Coach, that was a heck of a comeback. You've qualified for the postseason, and you really earned it tonight.
Yeah, we did. That was some high-level stuff, man. I'm looking at the stats here. We hit over 400 in every set. At one point, we were hitting 500 in the match and losing, and guys just had to believe to keep doing what we're doing. The game plan's working. We're executing. Yeah, that was some high-level stuff, no question.
I can't believe anybody had a better weekend than Siki Zarkovic. He had 25 kills last night. I think he had 25 again tonight. He carried you last night. Of course, he got help from Stein this evening, but he was awesome.
Yeah, he really did. He stepped up. You know, he's had a little something to say to the team there. He's a senior, showing some leadership, and you know, he's playing like he wants this season to go on for a long time.
All right, Coach, now you're off on the road. You see Santa Barbara. They're right above you in the standings. You got a chance to move up.
Yeah, you know, and it's right now it's just kind of jockeying for position. So, you know, we're still battling. It'll come all the way down to the last night of the year. The next homestand, even senior night, those matches are going to be 4 seeding. So, really great crowd tonight. Appreciate everybody coming out and hope they can join us here in a couple weeks.
Congratulations. Happy Easter.
Thank you. Aloha.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Okay, Scotty, we'll be with Scotty's crew in just a minute here, but pleasure working with you again. It's been a long time. Kanoa is doing a great job. He's emceeing something tonight.
But I miss you, Jim. I miss you.
No.
I think we've done it 32 years, something like that. First time our first broadcast.
Been like that, and they celebrated with the spilled coffee and the collisions and the things. It was a great night. I want to thank OC Sports for giving me the opportunity tonight. It's been a long time. At times it was a little rusty, but hey, 5 sets and winning.
Great night. You did a great call by you.
You have a great holy Easter.
You too.
And everybody also, you have a great meaningful Easter too tomorrow. That'll do it for us. After this break, we'll have the post-game report.